person. And so what's happened is Tofilau and the chiefs, they had a meeting and they were saying, we're not going to accept Magele because of this this guilty case that he has been guilty for enticing voters. That's what he has been guilty of. So they said he's been banished and we don't accept him. And then so Tofilau and the chiefs have been trying to tell this to the Prime Minister and said, hey man, we're not happy with you guys choosing Magele to be our representative because we don't want him. That's the story. We don't want this MP because he has been found guilty of misusing the money. That's what the whole scenario of this whole drama that's happening around this guy. And so Tofilau has been venting this at the HRBP, which is where Asiata and the Prime Minister has pretty much had a go at him because they're trying to like take it the wrong way and say, oh, Tofilau is such a troublemaker. He seems to be wanting to have drama with the Prime Minister. How rude for him. But really, what my point is for Tofilau's side, he was pretty much venting and protesting to say, I'm not happy because I've told the Prime Minister we don't accept Magele. We don't want this man who's been guilty for corruption to be controlling our district, our chairperson. Tofilau is saying we don't want Magele. That's the clear message that he was saying. And so they went to the Prime Minister, and you can see the article where the buses went to the Prime Minister's office and they seen him. And then the Prime Minister had said back to them, look, you guys have to go figure it out with Magele because you guys have to figure out something because he's the only qualified man that qualified for this position, for the chairperson, because apparently no one else applied for it. The chiefs were like, hey, what's happening? Like, they weren't happy with that decision, being told, like, go and work it out with Magele. Because they were trying to tell the Prime Minister, we've banished him. He's not allowed in the village. Like, what can't you understand? We don't want to use Magele. We don't want him to be to be our chairperson. So give us someone else. You know, like if you're not going to give Senator Tanari, give us someone else, at least. That's what the message was that Tofilau was trying to push out. And that's why he went to the HRBP meeting and he vented this all out to the HRBP. And then Asiata, Blue Wave TV and his mates came along and took this message completely the wrong way. You know, this I was saying, this Balangi politics, this is what they do here in Australia. They can twist something. They'll look at something and they can twist it. And then next thing you know, this whole big story comes from this way that he said it. You know, this type of reporting and how media here in Australia and New Zealand, I know it. I'm aware of these types of techniques that they use. Similar to the John Campbell technique. It's all technique for attention. But that's what they were doing to our fellow Samoan, Tofilau, Asiata and the Blue Wave TV. They were hitting at this guy and using the same techniques that these Palangis use to get attention, right? Taking what Tofilau said in the speech and completely twisting it a complete different direction. And then all the people that are listening, they're like, I don't know how many of them are smart, but there's some of them that just seem to not be able to comprehend what the difference is of what's the truth or whether you're lying or whether you're just joking around, Asiata, right? And so then what happens is, these guys come in and then they start going out to our fellow Samoans and they start ranting off because they think that what they're saying is right. But they just literally listen to your show. So coming back to the story of Tofilau and what he said in the HRPP meeting, he vented this out to the opposition leader, Tulepa and Lawofo and the whole HRPP candidates that were there, the members that were there. He said what he wanted, what he needed to say. And the media took it the wrong way, and even the Prime Minister took it the wrong way. You know, these words of saying, what does this mean when you mean like make it quick? What does this mean about make it quick? You know, and it's like, guys, I mean, I'm still young. You guys are I can see it, but if you guys can't see it, man, that's a real big concern. If you can't be mature enough to be like, hey, he's not taking it like that. That's something I'll see with Palangis, or if they want to play dumb, if you want to say. So then I see outside in the Blue Wave and the Prime Minister start to play this dumb game of, oh, Tofilau, what do you mean, man? Are you trying to take a son or something? Or are you trying to say something and be disrespectful? And you're missing the whole message, what Tofilau was trying to point out. The whole message, what Tofilau was trying to say, you guys missed it because you guys twisted the story to try and move it towards another direction. Now, this is the crazy things that people don't understand. Vailua Senatanari Samoan, he applied for this position of chairperson, right? So he applied for the constituency, for the chairperson position. And so he got a letter back that actually states that they received his application with his name on it and everything. This is his statement. If you read closely, it's got his name, it's got everything that signifies that his application had been received. And this is where the crazy thing is. The Prime Minister of Samoa comes out and he says, Senator Nari did not apply. So the question is, there's evidence and receipts to say that he did apply, right, with his name on it, and the government papers and the logo and everything all there, as you just saw. But then the Prime Minister comes out and he says they didn't apply. They didn't apply. The application didn't come through. And then this other MP had come out on Monday, has said that same thing, backing up what the Prime Minister says, and pretty much painting the story that these MPs were lying. So these are the issues that's happening in Samoa at the moment, right? So what happened on Friday, yesterday, the constituency had agreed, apparently, to say that they are allowing Magele to come in. Now, for you to give you guys context, just a few days before that, the Prime Minister has said he's got to stop the funds going to that district because of this whole saga. They can't figure it out, right? With Magele, because they didn't want Magele. So the Prime Minister says, we're not gonna give you any money now. You guys are not gonna get any more money from this district. You guys are not listening to me as the Prime Minister, in other words, right? So the funds are cut from that district. And then now, a few days later, the district has come and said, look, we'll accept Magele. So that's yesterday. They said that we'll accept Magele and we'll bring him in and he can be our chairperson. And that's where I'm like, really? After getting beaten online, being shamed online and put down by the media, right? And the Prime Minister being hostile about this whole scenario, and then saying, we're not going to give you any funds to this district. And then also ignoring that Senator Nari, the other MP who won the seat, didn't apply, but he did apply, and he got accepted, right? And then now the constituency of this project, this constituency had buckled for some reason and had backflipped and said, we will now accept Magele to come in. We will now accept this man that was found guilty that we said we were not going to accept. We are now going to accept him now, just so we can get some money for our funds. Is that a right way to lead the country? Is that the constituency, Tofilau, clearly was just saying anyone else but Magele. Even though they were ignoring the other MP because they want to play dumb and say that he didn't apply. And now the poor constituency has somehow buckled and said, okay, we've got to bring our money in because the Prime Minister said he's got to cut it off. And that's what happened. And now they're saying, okay, we will allow Magele back in so we can get our money. That is bad governance, in my opinion. That's very bad governance. It's not fair that you have to get your way by stopping funds from going because you're not obeying me. That's dictatorship. That's not harmony. Isn't that your job as a politician, as a head of the country, to bring harmony to the people of Samoa? Not just by saying, I'm not going to listen to you about this subject. I'm going to ignore the fact that you guys applied even though you guys got evidence. And I'm just going to just continue on and I'm just going to cut you guys off because you were being rude to me, Tofilau. Really? Is that fair? I don't know, Samoan. You make your opinion up after what I've just told you.